It began as an ordinary afternoon at a gas station, a simple errand that would turn into an unforgettable moment of human connection. A black woman stood at the pump filling her car when she noticed a man nearby struggling to pay for gas. His weathered leather vest carried the unmistakable insignia of the Hells Angels, a name that sparks curiosity, awe, and sometimes fear. Without thinking twice, she stepped forward, offering to cover his fuel bill. It was a small act of kindness, nothing more than a few dollars to her. But to him, it meant the world. What she didn't know was that this quiet gesture would set off a chain of events that would bring dozens of roaring motorcycles to her doorstep the next morning. The man she helped thanked her, humbled and surprised. In a world where most people might have looked away, she didn't hesitate. He rode off into the distance, his Harley's deep rumble fading away into the evening air. But behind that sound, something deeper was stirring, a sense of loyalty, gratitude, and brotherhood that runs strong within the biker community. The next morning, that sense of loyalty came alive in the most unexpected way. As the sun rose over her neighborhood, the calm was broken by the thunderous roar of engines. One by one, motorcycles rolled into her street until the entire block vibrated with power. Chrome gleamed in the sunlight. Exhaust pipes rumbled like distant thunder, and curious neighbors peeked through blinds, unsure of what was happening. At first, the woman was frightened. Dozens of Hells Angels gathered in front of her home, lined up in formation like an honor guard. But there was no aggression in their posture, no hostility in their stance. These weren't men looking for trouble. They were men who had come to pay their respects. The same biker she had helped stepped forward, this time carrying a bouquet of flowers. He approached her with a soft smile and told her that her act of kindness had meant more to him than she could imagine. He had been down on his luck, struggling to get by, and her simple gesture had restored his faith in humanity. For the Hells Angels, loyalty and gratitude are sacred. When someone shows them respect, they repay it tenfold. That's the way of their brotherhood. The scene was powerful. Dozens of bikes, each a masterpiece of craftsmanship and individuality, lined up along the street. The air was filled with the rhythmic hum of idling engines, the scent of gasoline, and the warmth of a moment that defied stereotypes. Harley-Davidson motorcycles, iconic for their muscular design and roaring V-twin engines, became symbols of strength and solidarity that day. Each bike was unique, some polished to a mirror finish, others worn with the marks of long, hard miles. From deep black paint jobs with chrome detailing to custom engravings and leather saddlebags, every motorcycle reflected its rider's soul. To an outsider, they were just machines. But to the Hells Angels, these bikes were living symbols of freedom, rebellion, and brotherhood. As the woman stood there, surrounded by the deep rumble of power and respect, she began to see past the stereotypes. The media often portrays the Hells Angels as outlaws, but in truth, they live by a strict code built on loyalty, honor, and respect. They don't forget acts of kindness. When she offered help without judgment, she touched that core value. Their visit wasn't about making a spectacle. It was about showing gratitude in a way only they could. In their world, actions speak louder than words, and on that morning, the roar of their engines said everything. It was their way of saying thank you for seeing the man beneath the vest. The neighborhood slowly relaxed as the bikers interacted with the locals. They chatted, laughed, and shared stories. What had started as fear turned into admiration. The woman's small act of generosity had brought her entire community together in a way that few moments could. The sight of dozens of bikers, all there out of respect and appreciation, was enough to shift perspectives. It showed that even those labeled as dangerous or unapproachable are capable of immense compassion. Their leather jackets, tattoos, and rough exteriors hid something far more powerful, a deep sense of loyalty and gratitude. Each motorcycle in that lineup was a mechanical work of art. From the thunderous Harley-Davidson Fat Boys to the sleek Road Glides, the bikes represented decades of American craftsmanship. Their engines, built for raw torque and endurance, roared with a sound that has become synonymous with freedom. The riders took pride in maintaining their machines with precision. Every bolt, every chrome plate, every custom design was chosen with purpose. The deep guttural growl of the exhaust wasn't just noise. It was the sound of identity, a declaration of who they are. In that moment, those bikes didn't just fill the street. They filled the air with meaning. From a performance standpoint, The Harley-Davidsons the Hells Angels ride are beasts built for the open road. Their V-twin engines deliver unmatched torque, making them perfect for long-distance rides and highway cruising. Each bike is tuned to the rider's preference, some with extended handlebars for a stretched-out, relaxed riding position, others with modified exhausts that give them a deeper, rawer tone. The craftsmanship is both functional and aesthetic. The wide tires offer stability and grip, the low center of gravity gives balance, and the heavy steel frame ensures durability. These aren't just motorcycles. They're extensions of the rider's spirits, machines that merge man and metal into one. As the bikers prepared to leave, they revved their engines in unison, a powerful chorus of gratitude. The sound reverberated through the neighborhood, a blend of thunder and music. For the woman, it was overwhelming. Tears welled up in her eyes as she waved goodbye, realizing that her small act of kindness had meant so much more than she ever imagined. For the bikers, it was a moment of honor. They had come not out of obligation, but out of genuine respect. In their world, gratitude isn't spoken, it's shown. And they had shown it loud and clear. The story quickly spread across social media, capturing the attention of millions. Photos and videos of the bikers outside her home went viral, inspiring people across the world. Comments poured in praising her compassion and their loyalty. Many said it reminded them that goodness still exists even in unexpected places. The Hells Angels, often misunderstood, showed the world another side of who they are, a brotherhood that values respect above all else. The woman, who had simply acted out of kindness, became a symbol of humanity's quiet power. This story is more than just a viral moment. It's a reflection of how simple gestures can bridge vast divides. A black woman and a Hells Angel, two people from very different walks of life, connected through something universal, empathy. It's a reminder that kindness knows no boundaries, no colors, no labels. It speaks in a language everyone understands. In that moment, they proved that humanity still thrives, even in a world that often forgets it. It wasn't about the gas or the money. It was about recognition, compassion, and mutual respect. For the Hells Angels, loyalty is the foundation of everything. Their reputation may be tough, but their principles are rooted in values that many can learn from. They protect their own, they repay kindness, and they live by their code. That day, when they showed up at her home, they demonstrated what that code means. To them, her kindness wasn't just a gesture, it was an act of honor, one that deserved acknowledgement. To the woman, it was a powerful reminder that compassion doesn't go unnoticed, even in the most unexpected places. The image of that day remains unforgettable. Dozens of chrome machines glistening under the morning sun, the rumble of engines vibrating through the ground, and the sight of a woman standing among them, smiling through her tears. It's a picture of contrast and connection, of raw power meeting gentle humanity. It's a story that reminds everyone that no matter who you are, one good deed can echo louder than the noise of the world around you. And sometimes the loudest thank you doesn't come in words, it comes in the sound of engines roaring in gratitude,